So I'm back with a video about the latest updates to Taropian Songs tarot that I created a few years back. And here we are on my website, slipthetrap.com, which matches the YouTube channel name. And there's a couple of little changes in here. One, I've always wanted it. I'll click on tarot up here near the home tarot, and we'll see the cards in a second. And now it does something I always wanted it to do, and this works, I think, on all devices. It actually makes the horseshoe spread uh, in one version. This is the version where it's by a reader facing the querent. But you can go around here and see what each position is. You can turn them over one at a time. Let's turn this one over. You can see that's the Knight of Cups. And just keep going around. And this is how it sets up the reading. And there's a shuffle button to start over. You don't like where it's going, you can start over, or you don't want to turn them over one at a time. You want to just reveal them all quickly. It can do that. And then the new part is down here at the bottom, where in addition to copying it to the clipboard, it will go and get a reading by the freely available Gemini AI model that's kind of a part of Chrome now and lots of other things that Google has. So it will take those cards over there and ask it for a reading. These are not the best readings, but because it's in the clipboard, you could go to Chat GPT or you could go over to Anthropic's Claude and get a better nuanced reading, I suppose you might say. But I usually just scroll down and see what the overall message is. Sometimes it gets hung up on the word song and keeps doing all kinds of musical stuff. So you can go deeper, click this deeper, dive deeper in AI mode and talk to it about it and try to get more answers or whatever. But that's that's where Taropian Songs, the online version, has gone. So if I shuffle, this goes back to there, and then you can turn one over, turn them all over. Can't turn them back, but you can. I guess I left that off. So you got the card because they're sideways now. Maybe can't see it clearly. And there you go. You get the Taropian Songs card. Can make that bigger, I guess. And then you get the original RWS Rider Waite Smith card to compare to. And there's a little information there. It's not a lot of information, just an affirmation information. So there's that. What else is new? What else is new? I now have both decks, so you can see them all. You can obviously buy these cards that make playing cards a game crafter. Does that get bigger? Yes, it does. Very cool. Very cool. So you can scroll down and you can see all the cards. Nice black background to show off the colors. So they're all there for viewing, stealing, whatever happens. And so you just want to see the old ones. I think they called it the PAM-A or something. I don't know. It's a long time ago in the public domain, at least in America. So you click on compare with RWS deck, and then those come up. And those are not rounded. They look a little rounded here, but they're actually pointy, the actual cards. And you can see they're all there. Very, very clean, very as detailed as they get with that in those days. Let's click on one. It doesn't get much bigger, but I think you could make it bigger. No, it seems to be making it smaller. No, there you go. That's not bad. It gets kind of distorted. But let's put this back the way it was. There we go. So that's the new changes. And in addition to that, instead of having this monstrosity of a book I had, which tried to cover everything, I made it more of a regular guidebook. I just cut back, and I gave up on doing the print version because the cost with print and color and getting the color right just goes up and up and up and up. But see, you can see it's 307 pages still, which is really too big. But there it is as a Kindle book with updating and editing and all that jazz. So that's where we are with, I go back to my website, with Taropian Songs. I'm considering taking the RWS and using that here as well. Give a switch to say which deck you want to play around with. So, with that, I will say peace.